Hey, here's some sort of funny news, but it still does tell us a little bit about the major issues that Donald Trump is going to have as president of the United States. The background of Trump is he's the guy with the friends who are stars, the elitists, the Hollywood types, etc. And it's kind of true, but only to some degree. It turns out that Donald Trump is having so much trouble getting popular American artists to perform at his inauguration that he's had to bring on a British singer to perform. And even she is making demands to Trump for her participation. You really can't write this stuff. Now, before I tell you about Rebecca Ferguson, I want to remind you that Elton John, Justin Timberlake, Bruno Mars, Katy Perry, Garth Brooks, Andrea Bocelli, Kiss, Celine Dion, David Foster, and Kanye West all have either turned down offers to perform or said that they would turn down offers if asked because their names were being floated to perform at Trump's inauguration. So who is coming in? It's British singer Rebecca Ferguson. She is known for being the runner-up on a past season of the British version of the X Factor reality show. I know that that's hard to follow, Rachel, because it's quite a few layers removed from who you would think Trump would have as at the top of his list. She's been invited to perform at Donald Trump's inauguration, but she has demands. She is saying, I'm only going to do it if I can perform the song Strange Fruit, which is a song from the 1930s, or rather protesting 1930s racism in America, written by Abel Meeropol. Trump's transition team has not yet returned a request for comment. This is the American presidential inauguration. And Donald Trump is bringing in foreign singers. Not that I care personally, I really don't. But if you're all about America, wouldn't you bring in American musicians?
Maybe there's just none left. I mean, this reminds me of during the campaign when he would play music at his rallies.
Yeah.
And then those bands that he was using their music from would come out one after another saying, we don't even like you. Why are you using our stuff? I mean, That includes the Rolling Stones, Adele, Neil Young, Steven Tyler, REM. They were all against him.
They all were. And, why just not get Ted Nugent? It seems that Ted Nugent is the reliable performer for Republican stuff. The inaugural committee has announced 3 acts so far. We will be treated to performances, Rachel, by the Radio City Rockettes, the Mormon Tabernacle Choir. They do some big time stuff. And 16-year-old America's Got Talent star Jackie Evancho. So are you looking forward to these performances?
Well, he said throughout his whole campaign that he didn't need the whole celebrity fiasco when Jay-Z and Beyonce and all of these other celebrities were supporting Hillary Clinton. He claimed that he didn't need that and he could get by on his own. And now we're seeing that firsthand.
Seems like he's going to have to. Yeah. Trump, as Rachel points out, has been acting like he doesn't want so-called A-listers. He tweeted, I forget the date on this. Let's see if we can see it. This was in December, 22nd of December. He tweeted, the so-called A-list celebrities are all wanting tickets to the inauguration, but look what they did for Hillary. Nothing. I want the people. Well, that's going to be the story you'll have to tell, Donald, when everybody other than a British singer who was the runner-up on a past season of British X Factors, the only star willing to accept your invitation. Now, to be very clear, Rebecca Ferguson is a great singer. I say that with peace and love. I hadn't heard of her, but I looked her up, and she sings really, really well. But is this what the American president has to do now? Go to foreign singers? Something about this makes me a little sad, Pat. If it weren't for the fact that Trump is a narcissistic megalomaniac, I might actually feel bad that nobody wants to play in his sandbox.
I'm kind of surprised that Kanye West wasn't willing to perform because he said that had he voted, he would have voted for Trump.
Yeah, that's and of course Rachel loved that because she's a big Kanye West fan. We found out.
Yeah, I just think that all of these celebrities who claim that they did not want to perform for him probably just don't want to alienate their fan bases.
Yeah, it is. You're making the point that it's possible. Or I'm thinking of when you say that. Some of these celebrities might have also not performed at Hillary Clinton's inauguration merely to stay away from politics. That is something that you sometimes see with singers who say, it's not good business for me to get involved in politics. Do you care about the politics of the musicians that you listen to?
Well, that's a tricky question now because of what I said about Kanye West.
Forget about Kanye, though.
I would say in general, yes, I can appreciate their beliefs if I disagree with them, but I don't want to be paying money or supporting someone who I think supports policies that are completely different than mine and I may perceive as harmful.
I agree. I've learned over time about some musicians that have beliefs that I fundamentally disagree with. And I can say I'll ignore that and just listen to the music, but I'm aware of it and it impacts me. I don't know about you.
I think that's the easiest to do with sports because there's this clear difference of what's going on the field versus off the field.
Yeah.
But with something like music, I mean, that's your poetry. That's your whole outlook on life. So
that's right.
That definitely would impact me.
Yeah, but so many singers don't even write their own lyrics.
Yeah, I guess that's true now.
But they're still making a decision as to what songs they're going to perform, right? They're buying the lyrics from someone.
I do find it really difficult to believe that he could not find one musician from the U.S. to perform at the inauguration.
Well, maybe it's just not musicians that he wants, right? Like the people he wants are all saying no. Of course, there's a million country singers who would show up at the drop of a hat. They'd pay to show up and perform at Trump's inauguration, but maybe it's not the vibe that Trump wants. And by the way, Trump has had to sort of pretend like he likes country music during his campaign.
Yeah.
Does anybody believe that the rich Manhattanite loves country music? It's very hard for me to believe that.
I'm not buying it. I'm surprised they didn't just invite the Mormon Tabernacle Choir to just do 2 sets instead.
Yeah, or just do covers. Do covers of the songs that would have been done. Although probably those artists would say copyright. No, you can't do that. All right, let's take a break. Make sure to give us a like on Facebook, facebook.com/David Pakman Show. Thanks for watching this video. Before you watch the next one, remember, we're raising money to expand the David Pakman Show Big League, as well as expand progressive activism. Go to davidpakman.com/donate. Donations of any size are much appreciated.